Hi everyone, it's Nancy, your favorite innkeeper and home chef at Old Square Inn in Mount Joy, Pennsylvania in beautiful Lancaster County. I was just wiping a little bit of chocolate off my hands, getting ready to make some delicious heavenly hash today. When we were kids, my mom used to make this, and it has marshmallows in it and walnuts in it, and it's just so good and delicious. Hi Kathy, hi Joe, thanks for joining me this morning. This is going to be so good. And this is so easy. Now when you make fudge otherwise, this is only like a couple of ingredients, but you don't need a candy thermometer for this. You don't need to constantly be stirring this. So easy, and it's one of those no-fail things. So it doesn't crystallize, doesn't get weird on you like that. Servus, I got to take a beverage drink here this morning. Hi Lisa, thanks for joining me this morning. Hi Janet, good to have you with me. Servus, here we go. All right, to make this delicious fudge, look at that. Doesn't that look so good already? You are going to take 1 pound of chocolate, and you want to make sure you use some really, really good chocolate because that's what this is. So you can use chocolate chips, you can use bar chocolate if you want to, but whatever you use, that's going to be the main taste of this. So I would not advise using your generic chocolate chips in this. Get something really, really good. And if you want dark chocolate, try to get like at least 60% dark, like that, okay? Now I made, this is a batch of dark chocolate. I'm going to try milk chocolate with this. Now this is only about a 12-ounce bag, 11 and a half. So I added a few more chocolate chips to this. And to that bag of chocolate chips, you're going to put about 3 tablespoons of butter. You can go 4 for a little bit creamier if you want to do that. And then all you do is melt this. So a couple ways you can do that. You don't want to melt this in the microwave oven. Well, I guess you could, but then you really, really better be vigilant about how that's melting up for you. Because I said this wouldn't crystallize. If you put it in the microwave oven, it can overcook and it gets those really hard, grainy things in there. So this is kind of the lazy way to do it. I have a warming tray plugged in, and I just put it on top of this warming tray. It takes about 20 minutes this way for this to melt. And I'm okay with that because in the meantime, I can unload the dishwasher. I can, you know, do all those kinds of things there. Or if you don't have a warming tray, here's the other thing you're going to do. You're going to kind of make a double boiler. You don't need a double boiler. So what I have here is a pot of hot water. Going to put this on my stove top, and then I would just set this on top. And then you just want the bottom of this to be touching that hot water. And that's going to help this melt without scorching the bottom of it. So either way, use a warming tray if you have a little bit of time, or just make yourself a double boiler bowl on top of this hot water, and you're just going to stir all those things together. All right, so the other thing that I need in this, I have 1 pound of chocolate chips. So that's going to be about a bag and a half of chocolate chips. I have 3 tablespoons of butter in here. That's all getting melted together. The other thing I want to put in here is going to be about a teaspoon of vanilla. Oh, you know I love the smell of this vanilla. Smell that, so good. Hi Deb, nice to have you with us this morning. Just going to pour some of that right in there. That looks pretty good, right? Yeah, it does. And then I'm going to get 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes when I'm in the grocery store, I'm in a hurry and I grab what I think is sweetened condensed milk, and instead I get evaporated milk. Or instead of getting basil, I grab the bay leaves. You know, that kind of stupid stuff right there. So if for some reason you don't have the sweetened condensed milk and you have evaporated milk on your shelf, you can still do this recipe, because if you add about 1 1/4 cups of sugar to evaporated milk, you're going to put that on the stovetop and turn that on low heat and stir that until all the sugar melts, then you have sweetened condensed milk. That's pretty easy. But this is just even easier, unless of course I've made a mistake and have to do something else. So I'm just going to pour this right in here. Fudge is so good. I have not had fudge in such a long time until I ate 12 pieces this morning. Okay, well, not just this morning. It's probably why I needed that great big slug of water. So I saw this really cute thing. How many of you are Nanas or Gigi's or Grandmas or whatever? Well, Kathy, who is one of our viewers who joins us every time we're cooking here, just became a Nana, and I saw this really cute thing for her. It said, Nanas are mommies with frosting. Isn't that too cute for words? So we can say, Gigi's are mommies with frosting. Grandmas are mommies with frosting. Too cute. I love that. All right, so look how good this looks already. And you see, this is really kind of thick here too. And I could use this just as it is if I wanted to, but I want to put some things in it. Some nuts and some marshmallows. That's going to be so good. I'm going to let that sit and kind of regroup. And I'm going to grab some parchment paper, and I'm going to get an 8x8 pan. And that, I'm going to put the parchment paper in the pan so that I can very easily lift out the fudge when it's cool. Because once you pour this in the pan, it's going to go in the refrigerator for probably a couple hours until it's ready. Before you serve it, put it at room temperature for a good 30 minutes, because then it softens up a little bit and you just bite into that lusciousness of flavor. All right, so parchment paper, just going to put it into the bottom of this. We used to do this with brownies at school as well. When I was teaching the kids to make 1 pan of brownies, and the classes were only 45 minutes long, and we only had so many pans, in our home ec class. So once the kids made the brownies, I would stick this in the freezer, pull the brownies out, and I was ready to use the pan for the next class. All right, so here we have, this is all ready over here. I have this lusciousness over here. Can you believe this is like fudge already? Then I'm going to get, ooh, where are my marshmallows? I like this. And you can put in as many marshmallows as you want, as few marshmallows as you want. You don't even have to put marshmallows in. Now, you're not trying to melt the marshmallows either. This is just like something fun to bite into. How does that look? And then when you put your items in, you want to be sure that everything gets folded in so that when you take a bite of this, there's marshmallowy, walnutty goodness in every single bite. And get my walnuts. Look at this. So good. I'm just going to dump them all in there because you know what? You cut this up anyway, right? Oh man. Who wants to come over for fudge? I served this to my guests this morning. Well, not this, the one that I made last night. They were too full to have dessert right away because breakfast was broiled bananas Foster with, well, actually it was a caramel rum sauce. I didn't have any brandy. And with whipped cream and pecans. And then the entree was a hash brown, cheese, onion, and pepper waffle with eggs and tomatoes and crisp, delicious bacon. And then this was the dessert. They took it with them. Yesterday, dessert was peanut butter balls. Oh, love those. I love it when guests say, no, I don't want any dessert. I'll just have a little taste, nothing else. And you go back to the table and they've like eaten every single bit of it. and they say, oh, this was the best I've ever had. Yeah, we know, girls, right? Girl, hit your hallelujah. Woo! I know, it's pretty good. What do you think of this? Look how creamy delicious that is. Should I put in a few more marshmallows? I think for my taste, I might like that. I think I'll go with it as it is. All right, so it was maybe about 1.5 cups of marshmallows, maybe about 1 cup of walnuts, but you put in as much as you want. I'm kind of excited to taste this milk chocolate one because this one I have over here is the dark chocolate. So in a couple hours, I will post a picture of this. And we'll put this one and the dark one side by side. There's nowhere to hide when you're side by side. Look at that rich and delicious gooiness. Girl, hit your hallelujah for sure. All right, now let me scrape out all that good deliciousness. So, you know, our new website opens on Friday, and God willing and everything, and the creek don't flood, as they say, you'll be able to order your cookbooks. If you had asked me to save you one, I have done that. You will be sure to get one. We only have 225 this round. And we're going to have some Let's Cook aprons as well. We're also working on some fun wooden spatulas with Let's Cook on it. It's just going to be so much fun. And you guys have been so much fun through this whole pandemic thing. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have you to talk to 3 times a week, right? Well, now I'm talking to you 2 times a week because I'm talking to Parker two days a week as well. School takes a little time. Hey, if you have a kid who is homeschooling, virtual homeschooling, please buy that teacher a gift certificate to the liquor store because I'm telling you what, they need it. Shante, no, get up. Do not sit down. Is your mommy home, Shante? No, okay, no. You cannot have the dog. It's just like you're in a classroom, Shante. No. Shante, put your screen back on. I need to see you. Bobby, sit down. No, you can't come up here right now. It is whack-a-mole with a blindfold. These teachers are working so hard. Yeah, so if you know somebody, even if you don't have a kid who's getting homeschooled, buy some teacher, do it as an act of kindness. Buy some teacher a gift certificate to a liquor store. All right, look at this. So this is going to go in the fridge for 2 hours, and then I'm just going to pull this whole thing out and slice it up. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. But now we're going to test this. And again, remember I said you want to have it at room temperature for at least 30 minutes because then it softens it a little bit and it just has a delicious, like good mouthfeel. All right, Sedabus, here we go. Look at that. All the marshmallows in there, walnuts in there. I didn't have as many walnuts in here as I usually like, but last one I put in more. Look at that. Bite for you. Bite for me. Wow. That is so good. You know fudge is good and the right consistency when it leaves bite marks in the fudge, right? Okay, one more bite for me. Well, okay, one more bite for you. One more bite for me. You know what? This would be nice too if you cut it up in pieces, put it in like some cupcake papers, put it in a nice little box, tied it up, gave it to your neighbor, trick or treat. How about that? So good. And Joe gave me the idea to do this. I thought this was a fabulous idea. So if you have any ideas on what you would like to see or what you would like to make, drop me a line and let's see if we can do that. All right, everybody. I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous day today. a good week this week. I will see you on Wednesday, where we're going to be making another delicious recipe. And in the meantime, be the light for somebody today. Be cheerful, cheer them up, buy somebody a gift certificate to the liquor store, even if that's you. All right, you have a great day today. You be the light. Something good is going to happen to you and through you. I'm Nancy from Old Square Inn in Mount Joy, and I will see you Wednesday. Bye, everybody. Hi, everyone. Nancy here. If you like this video and want to see more, just click on the subscribe button below. And if you want to try even more delicious recipes from our award-winning B&B, click on the link in the description for our Let's Cook with Nancy cookbook. Makes a great gift for the chef in your life, even if that chef is you. All right, I'll see you in the next video.